a failure. You know that you're a winner. You know that you are a conqueror. And let me tell you something. You the greatest. Cause you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, yeah. You saw that light. Do you hear me what I'm saying? The devil, let me tell you something about the devil, man. Let me tell you something, man. All that talk big boy was doing, at the end of the day, ain't nobody about to come for somebody who was a loser. Get it through your mind, man. Stop act like you know. And if you don't know, you gonna know today. Listen, cause you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. You believed and you were called on what God told you, and you kept pushing and you kept walking through. It didn't matter what they was trying to tell you. Because God told you, you're the greatest. Can you feel it? Said you're the greatest. Can you feel it? Yeah, yeah. Because you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. You believed and you heard and you recalled on what God told you. So at the end of the day, it didn't matter who ain't walk with you. Because let me tell you something, having all these friends don't mount up to the hill of beans. When push come to shove, who gonna really come to your rescue? And you weren't about to give up on the only person who was lifted you up and who was fighting on your behalf. Mama didn't do it, daddy didn't do it, family didn't do it, them friends didn't do it, them ex-lovers didn't do it, God did it. So at the end of the day, if he told you act like you know, and he whispered up in your ear, and he went and got through them devils and them demons and them spirits, and he said, you better act like you know. They got you down, but get up and act like you know. Because you're the greatest. Can you feel it? Said you're the greatest. Can you feel it? Because you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. It used to be locked doors, but now you can walk on through. Why you think you able to walk through? Why you think you able to get through what you got through? Why you think you able to talk the way that you talk? Cause you saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I'ma keep saying it. That mess ain't funny what you went through. That mess ain't easy what you went through. God got through that ball, that thick ball that the devil was trying to keep you up in. Oh, suppress them. They ain't got no friends. Suppress them. They alone. Suppress them. Yeah, go against them. Don't nobody like them. Suppress them. Make them lose this. Suppress them. Take this from them. Suppress them. Go ahead and say this about them. Suppress them. Get on this corner and laugh up in their face when they pass by you. Suppress them. Go ahead and let their boss call them and tell them that they done got demoted. Suppress them. Go ahead and block this application. They don't put it in. Block it. Deny. It used to be clocked doors, but now you can walk on through. That devil ain't got no power. Let me tell you something. Back to what I was saying. You ain't about to try that hard. You ain't about to try that hard for somebody of whom you feel and you deem is a lightweight, is a loser, and don't threaten you. You do that for someone who you know got a purpose over their life, who you know the things that they gonna accomplish if they get to the end of that tunnel. And baby, you saw the light. They blocked it. I ain't gonna lie to you. They blocked it with their dark, demonic. But let me tell you something. They was trying to suppress you, but God came through and he whispered up in your ear and he said, you gonna forget what I told you? So you gonna act like I'm not gonna do what I say I'm gonna do? And you gonna let these people get you down like this? You gonna let them screw your mind up like this? You gonna make them let you feel like this? Ain't nothing was never wrong with you. A person who go up against somebody that hard is because they intimidated by him. I don't care what people told you about how you look and all this type of stuff. They intimidated by you. It wasn't because it was true. I don't care what a person tried to make you feel like. It's because they weak deep down inside. I don't care what a person don't want to address you and tell you like your IS is or don't want to vibe with you. Because let me tell you something. These people weren't meant to be in your life anyway. If they don't vibe with you and they don't like you and they don't think highly of you, why do you care that these people don't want to vibe with you? You don't need these type of people up in your life anyway. The right people that's supposed to be up in your life, God will bring them to you. But let me tell you something. You saw the light right after God talked to you. He said, don't you dare listen to what this devil is trying to tell you to do. Don't give up on me now. Act like you know. And it gave you some type of power that you ain't never had before. I'm talking about you got up a brand new individual. A brand new individual. Wow. Do you feel what I'm saying? It's these people couldn't go back to the drawing board no more. You feel me? The stuff was played out. They couldn't come up with no original material because how long you gonna keep playing that? That old song, that old tune is played out. It's shot. Their voice is shot. How many times you gonna keep saying the same thing? How many times you gonna keep getting the same people to do the same thing that don't nobody care for no more? How you gonna make somebody try to feel alone when at the end of the day you found power in isolation? How you gonna keep trying to come force somebody and say what they look and what all this type of stuff when at the end of the day when push come to shove, you can't compete where you don't compare. This stuff got played out, is what I'm trying to tell you, and people ain't have no weapons no more to use against you. I'm trying to tell you something, man. What could they do? You didn't care for it. The stuff they was trying to rub up in your face, you didn't care that you ain't have it because you done been through that. You done lost it. You done been broke. This the best thing that the enemy could have done to you, man, was be relentless. Because it was like they screwed up everything, went on every corner, and dragged your name through the mud. But you still walked through that with people perceiving you, with people believing the lies. Because let me tell you something. People was looking for a reason to try to get at something to hate you or to talk about. Because they were the whole time you was intimidated. Because the whole time you was the champ. Whole time you always been that. Do you get me what I'm saying? You gotta get your mind right. Do you feel what I'm saying? You can't just be listening to these videos and listening to these messages on YouTube, trying to go to church to get a word, and at the end of the day, you still weak in spirit. It don't make no sense. That defeat the purpose. Do you feel what I'm saying? If you gonna go to church and go ahead and listen to a sermon, you need to be about that. For real, because this stuff exists. We ain't on that little kiddie stuff no more. It's real life out here. It's real life out here. Don't sit up here and just go, oh, yes, sir. Ooh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. And then you go home and you come on now. You got to be strong and not care. That stuff got to bounce up off you, otherwise the devil will use it. Oh, yo, you care, you ain't got no friends. And you do have them. You do have them. Just not these people from the past. That's the thing. Okay. You have them, but not these people from the past. He was trying to use this stuff against you. What people didn't expect. This is what I'm saying. The devil ain't gonna go against somebody. They only trying to tell you that because they wanted you to believe that. You was never that. Do you get what I'm saying? Know the mind games, because he's good at playing them. He's very good at playing them. In case you didn't know. He didn't do that for no reason. He did that because you were what? Because you were a champion. He did it because what? You were a victor. You were a successor. He did it because what? Because you're the greatest. Can you feel it? I bet you feel it now. Tried to overcome you so you wouldn't get to that end. Because to get to that end, that was your beginning. Where they had you, it was your ending. Let me tell you something where they had you, what they took from you. Had they kept you there, you would have had no hope of getting it back. Your mind would have been messed up because your heart was messed up, because the people around you up in your life was messed up. Do you feel what I'm saying? That's where they wanted to keep you. But God had instructed you on what to do. And what people did not expect was for you was pulling them. They ain't expect that. You like, hey, okay, you want to keep trying to stop me? Let's go. But where they couldn't go was to your beginning, so you left them people there. But you carried them and dragged them all the way to the end so you can get to the end, and you stepped out and you went through to that light. You went through to where God told you to go, and you left these people in the darkness. They didn't expect that because they was trying to pull you back, but you kept pushing forward. You said, but God would not have instructed me. He wouldn't have told me I know this man. He wouldn't have, oh, no, 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 no. We're not doing this today. We're not doing